native level fluency, you should, to speak like a native, you should be in B2 level. Okay, so in A1 level, you can read a few texts, some basic texts, you can understand them. Okay, you can understand some small talk, some basic conversations you can understand. Okay, you can even initiate small talk. You can express your likes, dislikes. You can ask for directions to the museum or to the supermarket. You can buy groceries in the supermarket, or you can make a telephone call. You can fix an appointment with dentist. Okay, or you can visit a doctor and you can explain your problem. So you can handle all these situations in A1 level. Okay, so you will learn all reading, writing, listening, speaking. Okay, so up to A1 level. Okay, every level you have those 4 modules: reading, writing, listening, speaking. But what you can achieve in that is limited to that level only. Okay, so normally, based on my experience, okay, normally with the students, I can say it will take around 3 months to finish one level. However, it is related. Okay, so it is subjected to the student. Okay, if they are working very hard and they are putting more efforts, that reduces my time. Okay, the amount of time I need to explain them a topic, or that reduces my time to repeat any certain topic, and thereby it reduces the overall time to finish a level. So there are students who has finished A1 level in 2 months. Okay, so when it comes to job, they will ask for certification. The certification exam is conducted by Goethe Institute. Okay, these Goethe institutes are there in Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Pune. Okay, so you can directly take B1 or B2 exam if you want. So okay, so you don't have to finish each exam and then reach B2 level. It's not required. You can directly go and register yourself for B2 exam. Ask them for the dates. Okay, and register for the B2 exam. So in that exam, there are reading, writing, listening, and speaking, just like TOEFL or IELTS. What TOEFL or IELTS for in English? Those exams are for German. Okay. Yes. So let's begin with the language. So what do you know about German or Germany? What do you already know? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because English is derived from German language. German is mother language for English. Okay. So German is very old language. From German language, English is derived. English and Swedish and Dutch. Okay, people from Netherlands, Dutch. Those are all derived from English. These are all called Germanic languages. If you learn German, you can understand little bit Swedish. You can even understand Dutch. Or even learning those languages will be easier. So yes, what do you know about Germany? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. And what about history of the country? Okay. Any Germans, famous Germans? Okay. The writers, authors, writers, musicians. Okay, fine. German is called Deutsch. Germany is Deutschland. Germany is Deutschland. It's a German name for Germany. German language is spoken in Germany, Austria, Switzerland. Yeah. And Liechtenstein, a small country is there. Liechtenstein, very small country. And Luxembourg. And in Belgium, it is spoken as a second language. However, though the language is same, but dialects are different. Swiss German is different, Austrian German is different, and German in Germany is again different. Okay, though the language is same, the written language and that official language is same, but they are all dialects, which changes from region to region. Even in Germany also, the language differs. People in Munich, okay, in Bavarian region, their language is like slightly different. People in Berlin or Hamburg, okay, their dialect is again different. Okay, so based on the dialect, they can tell a certain person where he is from. Is he from north side of Germany or east or west side of the Germany? Okay, as the dialects are common in every language and every region. So here what we are going to learn is we are going to learn Hochdeutsch, High German. Okay, the kind of language that you hear or that you hear in a news channel or in the offices, in TV or radio. Okay, which is independent of any dialect. Okay, which is called High German. Okay, which is called Hochdeutsch. Okay, let's begin with the greetings. Guten Tag. Guten Tag means hello. Guten Morgen. Good morning. Guten Abend. Good evening. Gute Nacht. Good night. Okay. And to say goodbye is Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen means to see you later. Auf Wiedersehen, see you later. And Auf Wiederhören. Auf Wiederhören means talk to you later. Please repeat these expressions. Please repeat after me. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen. Guten Abend. Gute Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiederhören. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen. Guten Abend. Gute Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiederhören. Yeah. So now, how do you ask a person, how are you? Wie geht's? It means how are you? Yeah, how are you? How do you reply? You say Danke gut. It means I am fine, thank you. So you say Danke gut when you are really fine. When you are not fine or when you are just okay, you say Danke es geht. It means I am okay. Okay, I am okay. I am not that fine, but I am just okay. I am feeling sad. And how do you ask name of a person? Wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie means what's your name? Ich heiße Raj. My name is Raj. And how do you ask origin of a person? Woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Where are you from? You say ich komme aus Indien. I am from India. Where do you live? Wo wohnen Sie? Where do you live. Ich wohne in Berlin. I live in Berlin. So how? Yeah, please repeat after me. Wie geht's? Danke gut. Wie heißen Sie? Ich heiße Raj. Woher kommen Sie? Ich komme aus Indien. Wo wohnen Sie? Ich wohne in Berlin. Wie geht's? Danke gut. Wie heißen Sie? Ich heiße Raj. Woher kommen Sie? Ich komme aus Indien. Wo wohnen Sie? Ich wohne in Berlin. Yeah. Can you please read? Wie geht's? The pronunciation, anything that ends with E sounds like A. Okay, the pronunciation here is not Heise, Heiza. Not comma. Not Vone, Vona. Okay, Vona, comma, Heise. Could you please repeat one more time? V. One more time. Very good. Please one more time. Very good. From the beginning here, from Guten Tag. Hören. Very good. So what are you doing? Was machen Sie? What are you doing? Ich lerne Deutsch. I'm learning German. Was machen Sie? Means what are you doing? Ich lerne Deutsch. I am learning German. Do you speak German? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Sprechen Sie means do you speak German? Ja. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little German. Yeah, please repeat after me. Was machen Sie? Ich lerne Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Could you please repeat? Yeah. Ein. Ich spreche ein bisschen. Yeah. Yeah. From the beginning? Yeah. 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 Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak. Ich spreche ein bisschen. Yeah. I speak a little German. Bisschen. Okay. So, let me send you this. And you have to purchase this textbook. Let me send you that link. You can place the order today because it will take a minimum 5 days to So we can start even you don't have the textbook, because we will learn the basic vocabulary, basic phrases, expressions, verbs and all. Okay, even though you have the textbook with you right now, we won't start it until 1 week. Okay, so this contains textbook, workbook and glossary. Okay. So glossary means it's a vocabulary book. It will have meanings, German to English meanings. So, and the textbook and workbook. Textbook and workbook we will do in the class. And how much time can you spend at home on the language? Okay. Uh-huh. Very good. That would be better. So, you can learn better. So the thing here is, let's take two people who finished both A1 level. At the end of that A1 level, they won't be in the same position. Some guy can speak better, some guy can understand the language better or speak better, or he might know more vocabulary. Okay, so finishing a level is different than learning. Okay, what you should focus more on is learning. Okay, a few students, even though they finish A1 level, they will be, they can even understand A2, or they will be at the level of A2, because in the A1 level, they took more and most out of this A1. Okay, for example, if a lesson, let's take in the first lesson, let's say there are 200 words in the first lesson. Most of them don't learn all the 200. They will learn only 50 or 60. There are few words that will be repeated in lesson 2. They will learn in that lesson. They will be repeated again in the third lesson, or in the fourth lesson, or a fifth lesson. They will learn at that point. If a word is repeated 5 times or 6 times, they are going to learn at the 7th time. But if you could learn even in the first lesson, you will be in a position to learn new words when you are in 6th or 7th lesson. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, even though you may call yourself like you finish A1 level, but where you really stand, it depends on how many number of hours you put during this session. Okay, so that's what learning is. Learning a skill. Okay, learning a skill is different, and finishing these levels is different. So what I suggest you to learn this skill. Learn the skill of learning a language, understanding a language, and trying to communicate in a language. There are people who finished or cleared even B1 exam or cleared B2 certification. They can't even speak proper German. They can't even communicate, or they can't even express their ideas well. They can clear the exam. Okay, you do model tests, you do 10 model tests. Okay, you do 10 model tests and you practice them again and day in and day out, and practice again and again and again. You can clear the exam. That's not that's not it's easy. But initiating a conversation, or speaking with a native and trying to understand him, or being understood by a native, if you want to sell your idea, or if you want to explain something, okay, so you have to be really good in the language. So that comes only with the practice. So here, yeah, here practice means you don't have to read from various sources. You don't have to buy n number of books. You don't have to go to the websites and mobile apps, these apps and that apps. You don't have to do all that kind of stuff. That's not required. Okay, so practice means repetition. Okay, even let's take a certain word or certain expression. Okay, you might think that you already know it. On the next day, you don't repeat it because you know it. For the next 5 or 6 days, you don't repeat that word or you don't repeat that expression. You don't revise a certain lesson because you think that you already know it. If you leave it for 10 days, if you don't revisit it, if you don't repeat it within 10 days, you will forget it. What is easier on the day 1 will become new again on day 11. Okay, so when it comes to skill, it is not that you learn a new thing, it is you have to repeat what you have already learned. So 90% of repetition, 10% of learning new. You can't take all the new stuff at once. That will be very difficult. Okay, when you are practicing this language, 90% of it you should know it already, and 10% should be new, so that the learning the 10% wouldn't be difficult and easier to understand and easier to memorize. Okay, when you learn some text in German, let's say 90% only you understand, remaining 10 you can comprehend it. Without knowing the meaning, you can comprehend it. Okay, so the learning is repetition. Repeat the same thing, repeat the first lesson again, repeat the basics again and again, repeat every lesson again and again. If you are in a third lesson, you have to repeat 1, 2 and 3. If you are in fourth lesson, you have to repeat 1, 2, 3 and 4. Maybe today you might need 1 hour to repeat the first lesson, but after 1 week you might need only 15 minutes to repeat first lesson. After 10 days you might need only 5 minutes to repeat the first lesson. But the thing is, you have to spend that 5 minutes on that lesson 1. There you will learn the basics. Okay, so yes, we will have classes Monday to Friday 1 hour. So how much I can teach you in 1 hour depends on how much effort or how much practice you put on the previous day. Few people ask that can we have longer lessons, like 2 hours or 3 hours, so that I can finish quickly. So it won't work in that way. They will ask like that, they they want to finish that level. They are not into learning the skill or practicing the skill. I can finish the lessons in 1 month if you want, but the point is, did you really learn it? Okay, so after finishing that level, you are expected to be in a certain position, okay, in a certain state, okay, to initiate a conversation, to understand a text or to understand an audio. Okay, in order to be in that state, you definitely have to put some efforts, like 60 hours of practice you need to put into it, or 90 hours of practice you need to put into it, based on how intensive the practice is. Okay, so alright, then let's end this for today. Okay, it's a demo class, and we shall continue from Monday morning 7 to 8. Are you using Google Pay? Yes, I'll share you my Google Pay number. Okay, so after finishing the Monday's class, you can pay. Okay, I will share you my Google Pay number. Yeah, so we'll see you again on Monday at 7. So meanwhile, please repeat these all expressions. Yeah. All right then. Then auf Wiederhören. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.